Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Afra and today's video is going to be on stress eating. Feels a little weird filming during this uncertain time in our lives, but I needed a hint of normalcy in my daily routine, so here we are. As more and more cities are going into quarantine or lockdown, it's getting extremely difficult to keep our mental state stable. I wanted to put out content that would be valuable to you guys at this time, and after thinking about it for a while, I realized that I have been emotionally eating almost my entire life, and I've been trying to eat healthy for the last 3. And in the process, I learned quite a bit about how to deal with unwanted cravings. Before we get into anything else, I want to mention that I am in no means an expert, and I'm not saying that stress eating is bad. This video is focused towards people who kind of feel guilty afterwards and then keep repeating the habit the next day. And so it gets really hard to control it. This video is mainly for you guys, and I have a couple of tips later in the video. And for the rest of y'all, you can just grab a bag of chips and watch the video anyways. So let's get into what stress eating is and to figure out whether you stress eat or not. Stress eating is eating without the feeling of hunger. Usually if you're feeling stressed about something or down, you find yourself reaching towards that food, specifically comfort food. And you also keep eating even after you're not hungry anymore, and you have a hard time controlling the quantity of food that you eat. Stress eating and emotional eating are kind of the same thing. Emotional eating is eating because of different emotions that you have, such as sadness, anger, whichever. But I'm mainly focusing towards stress eating right now because that's the one common emotion that we're all feeling right now. That's basically what stress eating is. Now, before we get into the tips, all of this is a mental practice, and you need to have a lot of patience and a lot of time. You also need to understand that being harsh with yourself here is not going to work. You have to be kind with yourself and understand why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. Your body has been wired to feel or crave these cravings for so long that it doesn't really know how else to deal with stress. So do not give yourself a bad time for wanting to eat a comfort food, and do not feel bad for already have given into that comfort food. As for the tips, I've divided them in 3 different phases. So this is to help you get back on track no matter how far you are in trying to kind of control the craving. So the first phase is while you're thinking of eating it. The second phase is while you're eating it. And the third one is you've already eaten it. So in the first phase, while you're thinking of eating it, you're going back and forth in your mind about whether you want to give into that craving or not. I have 3 tips for you if you're in that phase. Number 1 is to distract yourself. It sounds really easy, distract yourself, but honestly, if you're in that state of mind, it's really difficult. Able to distract yourself with a video, or a Netflix, or a book, or just calling up a loved one and talking to them. So distract yourself by all means, and in a bit you might not think about it at all. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is substituting the craving. If you have a certain type of craving, you always can substitute it with another healthier option. For example, when I was trying to keep my cravings under control and I was craving some sort of chocolate, what I would do is reach for a chocolate granola bar that I kept at home. If you're craving pizza, try to make a healthier pizza at home. If you're craving a burger, you can try to make a burger at home, because the ingredients that you'll be using will be lesser in calories than the ones that the restaurant is using. So that was tip number 2, substitute your craving. Tip number 3 is if you really want to control your cravings, so what you can do is not keep those kinds of food at home, the kind of food that you will be reaching for if you feel stressful. Sure, you don't keep those kind of foods in your pantry. At 2 a.m. if you really are craving a box of cookies but you don't have any at home, you'll probably just end up going to bed. So you're limiting your access to the food in certain hours. These are the 3 tips for when you're thinking about whether you want to cave in. When you're in the second phase, you already started eating your comfort food, you're feeling so good, and it's completely fine. It's completely fine. Let me remind you again, it's completely fine to give in. I have 2 tips for you while you're in that phase. Number 1, to just enjoy yourself. Enjoy that cookie, enjoy that burger, enjoy that bag of French fries. Just enjoy having the food instead of thinking that you weren't able to control the craving. So when you're eating it, you've already given in, so just enjoy the delicious food. The second tip that would be handy here, especially for food that has empty calories, to pay attention to the volume of food. Overeating or overindulging, sometimes when we do that, there's a high chance that you are going to surpass your daily caloric intake. So make sure you pay attention to the volume and don't overconsume. For the third phase, after you've already eaten it, just the first thing that you should do is not feel guilty. Do not feel guilty for giving in or having that food or thinking of all the extra calories that you consume. You keep thinking about the food that you've eaten and how you messed up your diet. There's a high chance that you're going to do it again the next day because you're thinking in a way that is just not sustainable. sustainable. Eating the food, you can't really do anything about it, so there is no point in feeling guilty. Second tip for this phase would be to drink a lot of water. Times when we don't pay attention to the volume of the food, we end up over consuming. Make sure you have a lot of water because it's going to help your body adjust. It's just going to keep your body hydrated and make it function better. So these are all the tips that have helped me deal with stress eating. Before I go, I want to make it clear that everyone has different goals. Everyone has different lifestyles. Do not by any means feel pressured to stop eating a certain type of food because everyone else is doing so. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you're all staying safe, staying home, and spending time with your families. I really hope you liked the video. If you did, be sure to like and share it with your friends. If you want more videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And I hope you have a really good rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching.